Let's talk about a topic that affects all of us. How you can achieve that happy, healthy work-life balance without feeling depressed, stressed, regretful, or overwhelmed. I know you're busy, but make sure you watch the full video so that you can get all the secrets I use for balancing my life and a free gift that'll help you with this process. According to a Harvard Business School survey, 94% of service professionals put in 50+ hours a week. While some people claim long hours are necessary, study after study shows that when we lose our work-life balance or it becomes imbalanced, everyone suffers the consequences. It's no surprise that 1 in 4 Americans describe themselves as super stressed. So I can remember as a kid, I always wanted to play with my dad. I always wanted to go, "Dad, can you play catch with me? Dad, can you play basketball with me?" And he was always too busy because he was working all the time. Now I understand why he did that, but I also never wanted that to happen to me. So when I became a dad, I look at balancing my time correctly. I look at whenever my kid comes to me and wants to play, I give them the time to play. But that taught me how important it is to make sure that you balance your life in many different ways. And it also made me realize, what do you do for fun and what makes you happy? So this is something I've been studying for a long time, and I try to break these categories into 4 different things to live a happy, healthy life and to get that balance going. So I divide it into my personal life, my spiritual life, my relationships, and my work life. Now, I believe everything starts within. So if I was to put importance on it, I would say my personal time, my personal development, my meditation, that comes first. Because if I'm a good person, if I'm happy with myself, then all of those other components of balancing your life successfully will be easier to manage and easier to fall into place. So what I do for personal development is I exercise. I try to exercise every morning. I try to do my meditation every morning. I listen to tapes on personal development, motivation, anything that's going to teach me to become a better person, how to communicate better, for example. My second is my spiritual time I spend, and that would be giving time to God, reading, learning as much as I can, in meditation. Third would be family, relationships, wife, kids, friends, any type of relationships. That's really kind of hard to juggle sometimes, but you just have to figure out what area in the relationship category might be suffering a little bit. And always know that people work really hard to get better at their job, but they don't work really hard to get better in their relationship with their wife or loved one or their kids or their family or their friends. So work-life balance is basically working at every 4 components of your life, which is going to be working hard to develop yourself personally and being healthy, working hard to grow spiritually, working hard to improve your relationships, being a better speaker, giving more love, giving more attention. There's always something usually that might be suffering a little bit, and that's you coming in and paying attention to what's currently going on in your life and addressing those weak areas at any given time. There might be a friend in need, something might be, a parent might be sick, or my coworker might need your help, or you might not be feeling good. And those are all times that you need to recognize and say, I'm going to work on myself now. I'm going to help this friend now. Oh, I have the chance to be a manager now. I'm going to start studying that at the office. Or I'm not spending enough time with God and I need to spend more time with God. I need to work on my spiritual life. Another thing that's important when you're balancing these things out is having some fun stuff to do, like having a hobby outside of work. Something you can do with your friends, something you might want to do by yourself. I like scuba diving, I like wake surfing, I love being out on the water, driving the boat around. Those are probably my favorite hobbies. I love playing with my kids, I love hanging out with my family. To me, that's a hobby. I have fun doing that, playing baseball in the backyard. I coach my kids' basketball team, I coach my kids' soccer teams. Those are all fun things because I'm accomplishing many things at once, spending time for my relationship, spending time for personal because I love doing it, and growing good relationships and having fun. What gets a lot of people down and depressed is not getting enough sleep, not eating healthy, not feeling self-confident, and not taking care of their own health, and living in a toxic body and a toxic home. So I highly recommend cleansing your home, cleansing your body, keeping your personal life and health at high standards. One thing that works really good for me is winning the mornings. Most successful people will tell you that they get the most stuff and the most thoughts and the most ideas in the mornings. So for the first hour of my day, or the first hour, first 20 minutes, first 10 minutes of your day, I recommend no cell phones, no computers. And if you have to get your kids out to school and everybody's running around in the mornings and you're trying to cook and you're trying to do this, what does that say? I mean, you're just starting your day stressed. As a matter of fact, most people get the most stressed in the mornings. So what I'm talking about winning the mornings is actually getting up a little bit earlier in the mornings and spending time alone, spending time in meditation, spending time looking and evaluating all of your thoughts and actions for the day and figuring out how you can prevent all of that stuff from happening. Ask yourself, which one out of the 4 is not getting enough attention and may be suffering? And that's the one that you need to spend the most time on. And take some time, recognize what it is that's happening or what needs work. And it doesn't take a lot of time. Just set aside 10 minutes at start. 20 minutes is all it takes. Start learning about that subject. There's plenty of videos you can watch on YouTube. There's plenty of books out there. There's audio books you can listen to in the car for personal development. If you need help with your relationship, if you need help or need to learn how to be a manager, whatever that one thing is that you're suffering from, take some time and focus on that until you feel confident to move on to the next thing. Take life day by day. Try not to get stressed over the little things. The times that I've stressed out over things and gotten through those a month down the line or 2 weeks later, I always look back and I said, did I really need to stress so much about that? Because things always work themselves out anyway. Click the link below and I'm going to send you a free copy of my life balance tips and other great information that can benefit you today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to visit our website, globalhealingcenter.com, where we have a ton of health information to help you live a healthier lifestyle. There's also a lot of helpful videos on our YouTube channel to help guide you on your health journey. And if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the notification bell to always know when our latest healthy living videos are being released. Also, please leave any comments or questions below. I would love to hear from you. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, live healthy.